Hey everyone, I have a pattern in my new book called Rhea, and there are a couple places in this pattern which require you to add an extra bead at the end of the row. That might be a new technique to some of you, and so I'm going to show you how to do it in this video. Someone in my Bead Camp membership program had asked about it, so I'm making this video, and I'll post it here on YouTube so that anybody who has the book can refer to it. The places I'm talking about here in row 6, you could see there's a little star, and the star means add one extra bead at the beginning and the end of the row. So I am going to show you how to do that. I'm not going to show you how to make the whole earring. I have plenty of videos showing basic brick stitch here on my YouTube channel. So I'm going to skip ahead to those tricky parts. Okay, so here is the first part in the pattern where you need to add that extra bead. So we're starting our row with regular increasing single brick stitch. So I've put 2 beads on, I've come underneath that first thread bridge, I'm coming underneath the second bead, trying not to get all tangled up there, and then I'm going to come down through the first bead. All of this is how we would normally do it. So here I'm going to come down through that first bead, and then rather than coming back up through the second bead again, which is what I would normally do, I'm going to pick up a new bead and come back down through that bead I've just added. And when you pull that tightly, you have your bead sitting there. I am working with way too much thread here, as you can see. So here I have the new bead in place, and then that's what we need. And all we have to do from there is get our thread back over to carry on brick stitch. So I'm coming back up through that new bead, down through its neighbor. So down through the neighboring bead, and then we'll come up through that third bead. So down through this bead, and now up through the third bead, third from the outside, and you just carry on doing brick stitch from here. And in the case of this pattern, this is single brick stitch all along this row. So I'm just going to carry on doing single brick stitch. At the end of this row, we have to add another extra bead. And so that little turnaround is a bit more tricky because we're at the opposite end, but it's not scary. We could do it. So just stay with me to the end of this row and I will show you that turnaround. Okay, so I'm going to skip ahead to the end of this row, and here we are. I'm adding my regular increase at the end of this row. So just adding that, coming through that same thread bridge, coming up through that bead. And now here's where we add the extra increase. So I picked up my bead, I'm coming back up through that outside bead, down through the new bead, and then we're going to go back up through that neighboring bead again. But we need to work our thread around because we want to be exiting that new bead coming up in order to continue our next row of brick stitch. So in order to do that, I'm coming up through the neighboring bead, and then we're going to go down through 2 beads to diagonally to the right. So I'm coming down through that third bead and the one right below it at a diagonal. So just like that, and take your time, don't force it, don't break your beads here. Okay, and then next I'm going to come over one bead, and then I'm going to come up at a diagonal towards the right. So now my bead is exiting that third bead. I'm coming down through the second bead towards the outside, and then now you see I'm in a position to exit that newest bead coming from the bottom to the top, and we're ready to just brick stitch right across that row again. I realize that turnaround seems a bit tricky, but once you've done it a couple of times, you can totally get this. Just take your time and remember where your thread needs to exit. And carrying on from there, I'm just doing regular brick stitch across that row. And then we're going to have a couple other tricky parts in this pattern. And it's not tricky, it's just different. You just don't know how to do it yet, so don't be intimidated by it. So here we are. I'm just going to skip ahead to the next part. And the next section we get to is not about an increase. It's going to be about starting on a different bead of the row. So we're skipping ahead to that. And this technique I've done in a few of my patterns, so you may be familiar with it already, but I'm just going to go over it here. And that is going to be, we need our next row to start on the second bead of the previous row. So in order to do that, we're going to bring our needle down through 2 beads so we came down through that second bead and the bead below it, and then we're going to go over and come up through that bead and the second bead of the previous row. So we're just exiting the second bead of that previous row. That's where we want our needle to end up. And then we just carry on brick stitch across this row. And what that does, it just gives us that little jump in the pattern to be able to create more complex shapes. And once you learn how to do this, you really could take your brick stitch and make all sorts of interesting shapes. Just knowing how to increase and decrease in these ways with your brick stitch just opens up like a world of possibilities. And also varying from like triple to single to double, like all of those things come together once you know how to do brick stitch, and then you're able to do some really interesting things. So at the end of this row, I just end at that same place. So you just have to make sure you're following your pattern and you don't accidentally continue beading all the way to the end. But you see, this is the shape you end up achieving. Okay, and then we're going to skip ahead to the next part in this pattern. Okay, so after that, there's a row of double brick stitch. We're going to skip ahead, though, to the next place where we have to add an extra bead. And here we are. We start that by making a normal increase. So we're just having a row of increasing brick stitch in the normal way, adding 2 beads coming through that first thread bridge. And we come down through the first bead. And now we're going to add that extra bead. So I've picked up an extra bead, and I'm going to come down through that outside bead. Don't know why I'm working with so much thread here. Okay, so we're coming down through that outside bead. And you want to just hold it between your fingers and pull. You want those all to be tight. You don't want any gaps there. And again, we want to get our needle into the right position. So we're coming up through that new bead we've added, down through the neighboring bead, and straight up through that third bead. And then from there, we are ready to just continue on with normal brick stitch across that row. And then, as you've probably guessed, once we get across that row, we're going to have that turnaround where we add an extra bead at the end of this row again. And I just wanted you to see the whole process one more time so you get it in your head and it doesn't seem as scary. So here we're adding our extra normal increase. Everything's ordinary there. And then from there, we're adding 1 extra bead. And we bring our needle up through that outside edge, down through the new bead, up through the neighboring bead again, and we're going to have to do that turnaround to get our needle out to that outside edge coming up. So we come down through that third bead from the outside and an angle to the one to the side. And then we come back up through the neighboring bead and up one, and then down and up. And that turnaround, I believe I did it in a different way than the original one, but basically you just need to go down 2 beads at an angle, then up 2 beads at an angle. Make sure you're exiting that third bead, and that's where you need to get to. I mean, there are 100 ways you can get your needle there, but if you remember that formula, down 2 beads at an angle, up 2 beads at an angle, and just be aware of what bead you want to be exiting. And that is it, guys. That's all the tricky parts in this earring. If you need to learn how to do brick stitch, go to the front page of my YouTube channel, and there's a playlist all with all sorts of brick stitch tutorials. So if you're brand new to this, definitely start there. This is a bit more complicated. Also, inside of the book, there are tutorials with pictures for brick stitch. So yeah, hopefully this will help you through that part of the book and you enjoy this pattern. And if you are new here, please subscribe. If you want to find the book, you could find links below. You can find it on my website, and you could also find it on Amazon. So happy beading, and I'll see you soon.